Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're embarking on an incredible journey beyond our own planet, past the gas giants and icy rings, to explore some of the most fascinating and promising worlds in our solar system. And no, I'm not talking about planets. We're diving deep into the mysterious realm of moons, specifically the ones that might be hiding vast secret oceans beneath their frozen shells. When we think of places that could support life, our minds usually jump to Earth-like planets orbiting distant stars. But what if some of the best candidates are right here in our own cosmic backyard? Over the last few decades, missions like Voyager, Galileo, and Cassini have completely transformed our understanding of moons. They're not just boring, barren rocks. They are dynamic, geologically active worlds. And some of them have all the right ingredients for life as we know it: liquid water, an energy source, and the necessary chemical building blocks. So grab your space helmets, because we're about to visit four of the most tantalizing ocean worlds out there. Our first stop is a moon of Jupiter that has captured the imagination of scientists and sci-fi fans for years. Europa. From a distance, Europa looks like a cracked billiard ball. Its surface is a maze of reddish-brown streaks and long, curving fractures crisscrossing a bright, icy landscape. This chaotic terrain is actually a huge clue. It suggests that the icy crust isn't static. It's moving, breaking, and reforming. Why? Because it's likely floating on something, and that something is a massive global ocean. Data from the Galileo spacecraft showed that Europa has a magnetic field that's induced by Jupiter's own powerful magnetic field. The best explanation for this is a globe-spanning layer of salty, conductive liquid. In other words, an ocean. Scientists estimate this ocean could be up to 100 kilometers deep. To put that in perspective, the deepest part of Earth's ocean, the Mariana Trench, is only about 11 kilometers deep. This means Europa could have more than twice the amount of liquid water as all of Earth's oceans combined. What's even more exciting are the plumes. Observations from the Hubble Space Telescope have hinted at geysers of water vapor erupting from Europa's surface, shooting hundreds of kilometers into space. If these plumes are real and originate from the subsurface ocean, it means we could potentially sample that ocean water without ever having to drill through miles of ice. NASA's upcoming Europa Clipper mission is designed to do just that. Fly through these potential plumes and analyze their composition. It will be our best chance yet to find out what's really going on beneath Europa's ice. Now, let's hop over to another giant of our solar system, Saturn, and visit its crown jewel of moons, Enceladus. Enceladus is tiny, only about 500 kilometers in diameter. You could fit it inside the state of Arizona. But don't let its small size fool you. This little moon is a powerhouse of activity. When the Cassini spacecraft flew by, it made one of the most stunning discoveries in modern planetary science. It saw colossal plumes of ice particles and water vapor erupting from deep fractures near the Moon's south pole, which are nicknamed tiger stripes. Cassini, actually flew directly through these plumes multiple times, tasting them with its instruments. And what it found was incredible: water, salt, silica, and complex organic molecules. These are exactly the kinds of things you'd expect to find if there were hydrothermal vents on the seafloor, similar to the black smokers we have on Earth. On our planet, these vents are oases for life, teeming with organisms that thrive on chemical energy instead of sunlight. The discovery of silica dust, in particular, suggests that the water in Enceladus's ocean is interacting with a hot, rocky core at temperatures of at least 90 degrees Celsius. So, on Enceladus, we have confirmed liquid water, organic chemistry, and a source of energy. It's a trifecta of habitability. This small, icy moon, once thought to be a frozen, dead world, has rocketed to the top of the list of places to search for extraterrestrial life. It's a prime example of how nature can surprise us in the most spectacular ways. But Saturn isn't done surprising us. Let's travel to its largest moon, a world that is bigger than the planet Mercury. Titan is unique. It's the only moon in our solar system with a thick, dense atmosphere, even thicker than Earth's. For a long time, this hazy orange atmosphere shrouded the surface in mystery. But thanks to the Cassini mission and its Huygens probe, which actually landed on Titan, we've pulled back the veil. What we found is a world that is eerily similar to Earth, but with a crucial twist. On Titan, the role of water is played by liquid methane and ethane. It has rivers, lakes, and even vast seas of liquid hydrocarbons. It rains methane from the sky, which then carves channels into the icy bedrock and flows into giant bodies of liquid like Kraken Mare and Ligeia Mare. It is a truly alien version of the water cycle. So, if all the liquid is on the surface, why is Titan on our list of ocean worlds? Because beneath its exotic surface and icy crust, models strongly suggest that Titan is also hiding a massive ocean of liquid water. The shape of Titan's orbit and its gravitational field measurements point to a subsurface ocean, possibly one that's very salty. This creates a fascinating two-tiered world. You have a surface where life, if it exists, would have to be based on a completely different chemistry, using liquid methane as a solvent instead of water. And then, deep below, you have a more traditional water ocean, potentially warmed by the moon's core. Could life exist in either of these environments, or even both? Titan pushes the very definition of what a habitable world could be. Our final destination takes us back to the Jupiter system, to the largest moon in our entire solar system, Ganymede. Ganymede is a world of contrasts. It has dark, ancient, heavily cratered regions, alongside younger, brighter, grooved terrain. It's a complex and geologically diverse moon, and incredibly, Ganymede is the only moon known to have its own intrinsic magnetic field, generated by a liquid iron core, just like Earth. This internal magnetic field creates a mini magnetosphere for Ganymede, which is nested inside Jupiter's much larger one. When scientists observed how these two magnetic fields interact, They noticed a rocking motion in Ganymede's aurorae, the northern and southern lights on the moon. The best way to explain this rocking is the presence of a huge, salty, conducting ocean beneath the ice. This ocean on Ganymede is thought to be absolutely enormous, containing more water than all of Earth's oceans, but it might be structured differently than Europa's. Models suggest it could be a club sandwich of water and ice layers. A layer of liquid water might be sandwiched between two different layers of ice, with a high-pressure ice layer forming on the seafloor. This could make it more difficult for minerals from a rocky core to dissolve into the water, which might be a challenge for potential life. However, science is always evolving, and we're still learning about these complex systems. The European Space Agency's JUICE mission, which stands for Jupiter Icy Moons Explorer, is on its way to Jupiter right now to study Ganymede in detail and give us a much clearer picture. So there you have it. 4 incredible moons, each with compelling evidence of a hidden ocean. Europa, with its tantalizing plumes and massive water volume. Enceladus, the tiny dynamo actively spewing the ingredients for life into space. Titan, the alien Earth with 2 different kinds of oceans. And Ganymede, the giant with its own magnetic shield and a potential multi-layered sea. These worlds are redefining our search for life. They show us that the conditions for habitability might be more common and more varied than we ever imagined. The next couple of decades are going to be thrilling, with missions like Europa, Clipper and JUICE set to arrive at Jupiter and give us our closest look yet at these ocean worlds. What will they find? Will we discover simple microbial life or something more complex? Or will we find that life is unique to Earth? Whatever the answer, the journey to find out is one of the greatest adventures in human history. These distant, icy moons remind us that our solar system is filled with wonder, and the biggest secrets are often hidden just beneath the surface. What do you think? Which of these ocean moons fascinates you the most? Let me know down in the comments. Thanks so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this journey through the cosmos, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next adventure. See you next time.